Hello and welcome. I am Rekha Shahji Wagmare from Vidya Pratishthan Indapur English Medium School. Standard 12 subject Geography. We will see today our lesson number 3, Human Settlement and Land Use. Man, being a social animal, likes to live in groups. Further, social bonding and social needs are developed. Due to the social needs, many people come together at a particular place and construct houses in a particular way, which is known as settlement. म्हणजे मानव हा समाजशील प्राणी असल्याने तो नेहमी समूहाने राहणे पसंत करतो आणि यातूनच पुढे सामाजिक बांधिलकी व सामाजिक गरजा निर्माण होत असतात. या सामाजिक गरजेतून अनेक लोक एखाद्या ठिकाणी एकत्रित येऊन विशिष्ट पद्धतीने घरे बांधतात. अशा घरांच्या मांडणीला वस्ती असे म्हणतात. ह्युमन हॅबिटेट is in the form of settlements. This may range from one house to a city. It shows that a group of people are using some territory to build houses as well as for their economic support. Man stays here, lives and carries out economic activities. We all live in the clusters of houses. You may call it a village, a town or a city. All are examples of human settlements. म्हणजे मानवी अधिवास हा वस्त्यांच्या स्वरूपात आढळतो. यात एक घर ते मोठ्या शहरापर्यंतचा समावेश होतो. वस्तीवरून निदर्शनात येते की निवासासाठी तसेच त्यांच्या आर्थिक क्रियांसाठी काही प्रदेश व्यापले जातात. या ठिकाणी मानव राहतो, समूह जीवन जगतो आणि त्याच्या आर्थिक क्रियाही करतो. See here one picture is there, number 3.1. In 3.1 picture we see a question number 1. Observe and answer the following questions. Where are human settlements likely to develop? A, B, C, D or E? Why? Here in picture here are some points A, B, C, D and E. So question number first is, where are human settlements? मतलब अ, ब, क, ड, ई पैकी कुठे मानवी वस्ती निर्माण होऊ शकेल आणि का? Answer is at C point, because of at foothill of mountain and flat surface is there. D point also human settlement development is there because at flood plain region, that's why. म्हणजे सी यानी की क या विभागाजवळ तो पर्वत पायथ्याचा भाग आहे, मैदानी प्रदेश आहे. शिवाय ड या ठिकाणी पाणी पुरवठ्याच्या सुविधा आहेत, तो मैदानी प्रदेश आहे, त्यामुळे त्या ठिकाणी सहज मानवी वस्ती होऊ शकते. सेकंड क्वेश्चन, in the above figure in which place human settlement is not likely to develop and why? म्हणजे वरीलपैकी कोणत्या ठिकाणी वस्त्यांची निर्मिती होणार नाही आणि का? आन्सर पॉइंट ए, बी अँड ई. पॉइंट ए, in that at mountainous region, high altitude and low temperature. Point B, region is there at steep slope and forest cover area. E, at flood areas and forest cover areas. That's why A, B and E, that some points are there, there are not human settlement. Looking at figure above, what factors do you think could contribute to the development of human settlement? म्हणजे वरीलपैकी वस्ती निर्मितीकरता कोणकोणते घटक कारणीभूत असू शकतात असं तुम्हाला वाटतं? आन्सर, फिजिकल फॅक्टर्स लाईक रिलीफ, अल्टिट्यूड, सॉइल्स, क्लायमेट, ड्रेनेज and groundwater level, etc. Can economic factors be important along with physical factor for the development of human settlement? म्हणजे वस्ती निर्मितीवर प्राकृतिक घटकांसोबतच आर्थिक घटक पण कारणीभूत असू शकतात का? Answer, yes, because economic factors affect the human settlements. Question number 5. Do physical factors affect the economic activities of human settlement? And answer is yes, because economic activity is dependent on the availability of natural resources. म्हणजे प्राकृतिक घटकांचा वस्तीतील आर्थिक क्रियांवर परिणाम होऊ शकतो का? तर हां, कारण प्राकृतिक घटक हे आर्थिक क्रियांवर नेहमीच परिणाम करत असतात. मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ फॅक्टर्स विच अफेक्ट डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ सेटलमेंट इन अन एरिया. एखाद्या क्षेत्रात वस्ती निर्मितीसाठी कारणीभूत असणाऱ्या घटकांची यादी करा. आन्सर, फिजिकल, कल्चरल आणि इकॉनॉमिक फॅक्टर्स अफेक्ट द ह्युमन सेटलमेंट्स. म्हणजे प्राकृतिक, सांस्कृतिक आणि आर्थिक घटक हे मानवी वस्तीवर परिणाम करत असतात. त्यापैकीच आपण बघणार आहोत फिजिकल फॅक्टर्स. रिलीफ फीचर्स इन दॅट mountain, plateau, plain areas, altitude, high, middle, lower areas from MSL, soil, fertile, arid, sandy soils, in climate, harsh, moderate climate, drainage, rivers, lakes, ponds, groundwater level, underground water, for example, tube wells, boring. Physical factor influence the type and spacing of settlements. For example, in dry region, water is a crucial factor and therefore houses are situated along the water sources. म्हणजे मानवी वस्तीच्या स्थानावर जर आपण बघितलं तर प्राकृतिक, सांस्कृतिक, आर्थिक घटकांचा परिणाम होत असतो. मानवाने पर्यावरण यांच्या सहसंबंधातूनच वस्त्यांची निर्मिती होत असते. उदाहरणार्थ काही प्राकृतिक घटक आहेत, मग तो उंच सखलपणा असेल, समुद्रसपाटीपासूनची उंची असेल, मृदा असेल, हवामान असेल, जलप्रणाली असेल किंवा भूजल पातळी असेल, इत्यादी घटक आहेत. त्यामध्ये वस्तींचे अंतर आणि प्रकार यावर परिणाम करतात. उदाहरणार्थ कोरड्या हवामान प्रदेशात पाणी हा महत्त्वाचा घटक आहे आणि म्हणूनच घरे पाण्याच्या स्रोताजवळ वसलेली असतात. टाइप्स ऑफ सेटलमेंट. टाइप refers to a category of things showing some common features. On the basis of spacing between the houses, settlements can be divided into two following 4 types: compact or clustered or included settlement, semi-cluster or fragmented settlement, disparate settlement, and number 4 is isolated settlement. म्हणजे रस्त्यांचा प्रकार आणि आकार यात भिन्नता आढळते. त्या एका पाड्यापासून ते महानगरापर्यंतही असू शकतात. आकारानुसार वस्त्यांची आर्थिक वैशिष्ट्ये आणि सामाजिक संरचना बदलते. तसेच तंत्रज्ञानही बदलते. वस्त्या छोट्या आकाराच्या आणि एकमेकापासून दूर असू शकतात, तसेच त्या मोठ्याने जवळजवळ देखील असू शकतात. घरांच्या अंतरावरून वस्त्यांचे खालील 4 प्रकारात विभाजन केले जाते. एक म्हणजे दाट किंवा केंद्रित वस्ती, दुसरा म्हणजे अर्धकेंद्रित किंवा अपखंडित वस्ती, आणि तिसरा आहे विखुरलेली वस्ती, तर चौथा आहे एकाकी वस्ती. कॉम्पॅक्ट ऑफ क्लस्टर्ड और न्यूक्लिएटेड सेटलमेंट. These settlements are those in which large number of houses are built very close to each other. Such settlements develop along river valleys and in fertile plains. Communities are closely knit and share common occupations. Semi-clustered or fragmented settlement, also known as partially agglomerated settlements. Such settlements are characterized by a small but compact nucleus around which hamlets are dispersed and form a ring around the main settlement. In case the houses are situated along a road or a stream, the settlements look like a linear cluster. Dispersed settlements mean विखुरलेली वस्ती. In these settlements, houses are spaced far apart and often interspersed with fields. A cultural feature such as a place of worship or a market binds the settlement together. Type of settlement. See, here are semi-clustered, nucleated, isolated and dispersed settlement is there. Satellite images of the settlements. See, Partinals. Point A, with the development of the settlement, the size of the population also increases. Increasing population leads to hazard development of settlement. Houses are built as per convenience and space available. Second, linear pattern. B. Settlements occur along a road, railway, canal or river. They are in a straight line or take the shape of the road or the river. Third one is triangular pattern, found at the confluence of two rivers or roads. The settlements can grow in all three sides due to physical or social reasons. Difference between type and pattern. Type refers to a category of things having some common features, whereas pattern refers to a regular form or order in which a series of things occur. When we say settlement pattern, the term is strictly applied to the spatial arrangement or distribution of settlements within a given area. Compact settlement is a type of settlement while linear settlement is a pattern. It can be compact or dispersed. Human settlement and land use. Factors affecting on human settlement. There are some factors, physical, cultural and economic, which affect the human settlement. Social factor, defense, lead to fragmentation of settlement. In the past, areas were conquered or attacked frequently by outsiders for a long time. Therefore, security concerns forward the evolution of included settlements. काही वेळा सामाजिक घटक वस्ती विखंडित करण्यास कारणीभूत ठरू शकतो. पूर्वी क्षेत्र प्रदेश काबीज केले जात असत, त्यामुळे बाहेरील लोक वारंवार आक्रमण करायचे आणि त्यामुळे बऱ्याच काळापासून सुरक्षिततेच्या दृष्टीने केंद्रित वस्त्यांच्या विकासाला सुरुवात झाली. इकॉनॉमिक फॅक्टर्स. Economic activities such as agriculture, industrialization, transport, mining, manufacturing and most recently activities related to information technology are carried on in villages, towns and cities. Compact or cluster or nucleated settlement. Isolated settlement consists of a single form of or house very remote from any other one, usually found in farming or hunting rural communities. Patterns of settlement. Pattern refers to a regular form or order in which a series of things occur. When we say settlement pattern, the term is strictly applied to the spatial arrangement of distribution of settlements within a given area. Thank you. Today we will see this much, and next lesson we will see next part.